Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and another edition of what fast passes should you pick for your next Walt Disney World trip. Today we're going to talk about Animal Kingdom, and I'm going to break it down to each age group, starting with preschoolers all the way to high schoolers. So come along, let's join some fun and pick out some Animal Kingdom fast passes. Animal Kingdom is one of our family's favorite parks. My daughter has always loved this one since she was a little girl. So we have always been able to spend an entire day there. She loves looking at the animals. I think now with the addition of the World of Pandora, it's definitely a full day park. Definitely enjoy it for all it's worth. So with fast passes, like I've said before, you get to pick 3 to begin with, and then when you're there, after you've used all 3, you can go within your app and pick a 4th, use that one, pick a 5th. I think I have another video about picking fast passes. I will link that above, below, all the things. So for the purpose of the fast passes, and the way Animal Kingdom is set up, I'm gonna clump preschoolers and kindergarten through 2nd graders, where I kind of started to separate them based on their size, height, and adventure level. But there's just so much, they just kind of really overlap with those age groups. So starting with preschoolers all the way through 2nd grade. One of my favorite ones, Finding Nemo the musical. My daughter loved Nemo when she was in preschool, so this was always, and I still love going to this day, even if she's kind of over it. Craziness. Definitely worth getting the fast pass. It's a big auditorium. If you don't necessarily need one, but it's nice to have your seat kind of saved for you. And if you're a Nemo fan, must do. And Up, the Great Bird Adventure. Come on, Russell, Doug, Carl Fredricksen. The birds are amazing. I think this is another great spot to sit, rest your feet, and enjoy a really cool show. So if you're an animal lover, and who isn't, this is a cool spot to check out. And then number 3, which really would be my top pick for any fast pass in this age group, is the Safari. And that's why we go to Animal Kingdom, right? The Safari is amazing. I know a lot of people like to do it in the morning. We have done it in the morning, we've done it at midday, and we've done it at the end of the day. It's a different experience every single time. It's a different experience when it's rainy out, when it's super hot out. So depending on your plan of the day, the Safari is all the way in the back corner. So it may not be something you want to do right away for your first fast pass, but it's worth getting a fast pass for. And if the wait time is really short, do this ride twice. It will have a different experience if you did it 10 times in one day. It's a really cool, it's a Safari. All right, my number 4 pick, just in case any of this isn't your thing, is Na'vi River. Na'vi River is in the World of Pandora, and the technology on this ride is just amazing. You really do feel like you're in a river, floating along the Na'vi River in the World of Pandora. Must do. Animal Kingdom does have a tiered system as well, so you can't pick Flight of Passage and the Na'vi River, but with this age group, Flight of Passage, 1, they may not be tall enough for, 2, it might be a little more adventurous than they would like, but Na'vi River, worth doing. And my honorable mention, you know, some people may pick this instead of Nemo. I know a lot of people love The Lion King, and the Lion King show at Animal Kingdom is so cool. It doesn't go along the movie like Nemo is kind of like retelling of the movie, where the Lion King show in Animal Kingdom is more, it's got acrobats, it still has some of your favorite songs. This is definitely a must-do, and so worth getting a fast pass for if you guys are Lion King fans. Alright, scooting all the way over to grades 3 through 6. So they're a little older and a little taller. And my number 1 pick for these guys is the dinosaur ride. And you do have to be tall enough to ride it. I think this might be scary for some younger kids because, spoiler alert, there's a T-Rex. You're all safe, it's all good. But it was scary when the kids were younger, so something to keep in mind. It's tough to be a bug. I know people of us love-hate relationship with that show, but it's a fun show. It's pipes and smells, So if you're sensitive to smell, this may not be for you, but I think it's a really fun one to check out. Now, here's where the Flight of Passage comes in handy. I'm assuming your kids are now tall enough once they've hit the 3rd grade. If not, definitely check the height requirement. Flight of Passage is probably one of the coolest rides in all of Walt Disney World, and the wait times have been insane since they've opened. So definite must fast pass. Maybe when they're a little older, a little taller, because the way the ride works is it's like you're riding on the back of a Banshee. So it's like you're on a motorcycle where you're leaning forward, holding the handlebars, so you definitely have to be tall enough. Number 4, definitely the Safari. Safari is going to be on every list. It's a must-do when you're in Animal Kingdom. And my honorable mention is either the Nemo or the Lion King show. I mean, even though these kids are a little older, they're probably still big Nemo or Lion King fans. These are still great things to go do and see. And if you don't have a fast pass for any of them, don't be afraid. They're big auditoriums. Go see them. All right, so now we're hitting the junior high and high schoolers, the older kids. And if you have adventure seekers that are tall enough for these rides and they're not scared like my kid was when she was little, definitely do these. All right, number 1, Safari. Obviously we talked about how amazing that is. Number 2, Flight of Passage. Once again, most amazing ride. Must do it. Any teenager would love this ride. The special effects are amazing. You really feel like you're flying on the back of a Banshee. Back of a Banshee. And then Everest. Everest is a really cool roller coaster. I absolutely love it. Don't let the Yeti get you. That's all I'm gonna say. Love that coaster. It'd be a great use of a fast pass. And with middle schoolers and high schoolers, they do have a single rider line, so if they've absolutely loved it, you can ride it again by getting in single rider line. And you don't mind your kids necessarily riding by themselves. They may not be with you, but you could be in the same coaster, so something to think of. My number 4 is the dinosaur ride. Hopefully they're not scared of the dinosaurs at this age. Cool special effects, must do. My honorable mention is one I haven't mentioned before, and that's the animation experience for over in Rafiki's Planet. And I think this would be a great thing for any art fans. So you take the train over to Rafiki's Planet, and the animation experience is at certain times throughout the day. So check your guide map, check your app in your phone, and you learn how to draw a character or, you know, something Disney related. Definite must do. You can get a fast pass for it. I don't necessarily know it's needed, but if you're an art fan, must do. So tell me, what's your number 1 must get fast pass in Animal Kingdom? I think my number 1 must get one would be Flight of Passage. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you again so much for watching, liking, subscribing. I really appreciate it, and see you guys next time.